With us now, the Dr. Yechiel Leiter, whose son was killed earlier this month fighting in a tunnel in Gaza. It's good to see you, sir. We appreciate it. I'm sorry about your son. I've been reading a little bit about him and what he was as a soldier and a father. It's really impressive. But I want to talk about your speech. You filmed it a couple of weeks ago, and I'm wondering what you were seeing a couple of weeks ago that made you feel it necessary to speak at your son's funeral to the President of the United States.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me, Leland, and thank you for your emphasis on moral clarity. That was basically my theme. I come from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I was born and bred in Scranton, and so was the president. And thought suddenly occurred to me that we have something in common. We both lost sons. So I appealed to the president because at the time, and it appears still to be the case, there's American pressure on the Prime Minister, on our government, on our country to not persist in the destruction of Hamas. And I believe that that's an absence of moral clarity. You don't negotiate with ISIS, you destroy ISIS. That's what you did, that's what America did, and that's what Israel needs to do with Hamas. You don't negotiate with ISIS or Nazis. You just quoted the leader of Hamas, who said that October 7th was a rehearsal. Well, what was that a rehearsal of? 1,200 people that were tortured, that were decapitated, that were incinerated, just because they were Jews. So that's not something and someone with whom you can negotiate. Sometimes you just have to destroy evil with military means.
We've talked a lot about that, and as I said, when I lived there, I realized that this was a battle of good and evil, and being there teaches you that. I'm wondering what you think is lost on the American populace, because you're from Scranton, you understand the American psyche better than most Israelis, but at the same time, if it is so clear in your mind as an issue of moral clarity, what do you think it is about President Biden that you needed to speak to him so directly of, at all places, your son's funeral?
Well, you know, I spend most of my time in academia and in think tanks. And I've come to understand that we used to refer to postmodernism as a playful way of thinking. It's not playful. Postmodernism has not only confused good and evil, it has led to a situation where in our universities, almost across the board, evil and good have been exchanged, and actually you have useful idiots who are teaching today in most of the universities, who certainly in liberal arts, who actually define evil as good. You have people chanting, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. That's not what Hamas is interested in. Hamas is a Muslim Brotherhood offshoot. People should educate themselves and learn from the Muslims and Arab thinkers what the Muslim Brotherhood is. They're talking about a caliphate across the globe, and after they finish with Israel, they're coming for you. They're coming for Europe, and they're coming for the great Satan, the United States. We're just a little Satan. So really, our fight is your fight, and that's the message that I sent to the president.
I've heard that before. We're looking at some of the pictures of the hostages coming home right now, but I noticed a stethoscope around your son's neck. And at the same time, he was also a combat soldier. He was in the reserves, but obviously called up to active duty and then was fighting in Gaza. I've got probably 30 seconds left, but I just wanted for you to help our viewers understand why at 38 years old he would go back in as somebody who worked in the medical profession. He could have stayed and treated people in hospitals. Why do you think he felt the need to fight?
Leland, my son spent 15 years in the Shaldad, which is our equivalent of the Delta Force. He actually trained with the American Delta Force. And at 33, he decided to leave and study medicine. And he was about to start his rounds on October 8th. But when the war broke out, he went back into his reserve duty position and actually led the division that began the Israeli offensive against Hamas. He was at the point squadron of the team that first went into Beit Hanun, from where they were firing missiles into our cities.
I know Beit Hanun. When you spoke about your son, chills went down my spine. I'm glad we got to share that. A remarkable young man, both in life and in death, and remembered well by his father. Thanks for being with us, sir. We appreciate it. We know you stayed up late to do this. We appreciate it.
He was also my best friend, Leland. So thank you for having me.
Oh, boy. My dad's my best friend, too. Thank you, sir. We'll talk soon. We invite you to sign up for War Notes. You would have seen this story and read about our thoughts on moral clarity. Gives you a free look at the show every day at 4 p.m. You go to warnotes.com. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.